What's good? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Biggest Nerd Ones channel, coming to you live and in living color here in the great state of Missouri, here along the banks of the Missouri River. Can anybody recognize where we're at? Along the Missouri River here? Anybody know? With the helicopter going above us there. We are in the central Missouri area, here at the Missouri State Capitol. And yes, I think we are debuting a new series on our channel here on the Biggest Nerd One. We have a few of them going on right now, like fancy McDonald's, national parks, stuff like that. But this marks a new series that we're going to try out on our channel, maybe, hopefully, state capitals and like in their capitol buildings. But we are here in Jefferson City, Missouri, here in Missouri, here at the Capitol. We are actually behind the Capitol right now, guys. We'll probably show you the front here in a few moments, but this is the back of the Capitol building right now. That's a beautiful building. Look at that building. And then this is the Missouri River right behind it. Man. So, welcome to this new series on the channel, guys. Old Capitol buildings. And here behind the Capitol building, they have a few different fountains here. And this one is, I'm sure that these little gods have a name. I'm not too up on my goddess and god names, are you? No. Bobby, do you know who they are?
No.
No? Why don't you?
I know they're fishes, but not the humans.
Hey.
It's part mermaid, part horse, part human.
I know the fishes.
Yeah, so I'm sure that there's a god name for or whatever the half horse, half human mermaid dude is, but we don't know. But guess what, Bubba? Behind you is a butt. There's a butt behind you.
Yes, I know the fishes, but not the mermaids.
But Mommy sees that up there.
Is it a little car?
Or is that Monroe, Livingston, and Morboy in 1803?
I see the mermaid tail.
You have better eyes than I do.
Oh yeah.
You ready going?
Okay, folks, this is more up close to the Capitol building. This is actually the third Capitol building in the state of Missouri history. Did you know that, Mommy?
And the first one was in St. Charles?
Yep, and so Jefferson City. Actually, this was on here in Jefferson City. This was the third one.
Oh.
The first two got burned down, I believe.
The first state capitol, though, was in St. Charles.
Yeah. So Jefferson City was not the OG state capitol. This is not the OG Capitol building. This is the third one, I believe. But let's go inside and see what we can get into, guys. And Elsie wants to figure out what's on top of the Capitol building up there. So we'll figure that out too. We're actually walking around the front of the building, guys, and these little lampposts are pretty darn cool.
United we stand, divided we fall.
They like these little lion dudes on a lamppost. And that's the Missouri seal right there. Did you know that, Elsie? That's the Missouri State seal right there. The two bears.
Yes.
Yep.
You want to see what's inside?
Okay, guys. When you first walk into the Capitol building in the main entrance, you walk into the rotunda area, and this is what you guys see. They got like a little a portrait thing on a mural in the rotunda area. So let's see what it looks like right in the middle of the rotunda area. There's it's like 3 or 4 levels going up here. Maybe later on we can show you pointing down. Yeah, when you come in here on the first level on the right wing, guys, they got the Hall of Governors, and this is pretty neat. It has portraits and pictures of all of the recent, actually all of the governors of Missouri. And this is Mike Parson, the last governor that we've had, and Mike Kehoe is the current one. And these are all the past governors. And the last time we were here, we went to the Hall of Governors, and that's how we found out that Lewis and Clark, the explorers, were one of the first few governors of Missouri. So yeah, we didn't know that until we came here last time. I'm not too sure where their portrait is at, but when we come across it, we'll show it to you. They also have a Missouri Trailblazers little section here at the Capitol where it kind of goes through the history of all of the important events and people throughout the history of the territory, days, and throughout the state of Missouri.
Yeah. Yeah, I still see her on different news.
They do have interactive little games for the little kiddos, right, Elsie?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
what's the question? Let's see if Mom gets it right.
Former trains, Daddy, can you use it?
Okay. A former train station, Union Station in St. Louis, founded in 1894, is now what?
Airport.
An airport, an aquarium, or a baseball stadium?
I'm gonna say a baseball stadium.
No.
It's an aquarium.
And I was wrong. One second.
Look at the old headset right there. And the old radio receiver. And they do have these little interactive books and stuff that tells about important people throughout the history of Missouri. And for all you wrestling fans, look at that, whole Harley race. Looks like they're going to be having some Trailblazer books here in the exhibit about Harley race. And for all you non-wrestling fans, he's a old wrestler from back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, early 80s. And he's the I believe an 8-time World Heavyweight Champion. He's one of the most important Missourians when it comes to pro wrestling. And they have and he did a school that originally was in Eldon, Missouri, and they moved to Troy, Missouri. And yeah, he's right up at wrestling school. They do have this little interactive little playroom here, guys, where kids can go in here and do certain puzzles and whatnot. You just saw Elias doing something in there. Let's go in and look.
You want color?
What you guys doing?
Coloring.
Okay, guys, something for the kiddos to do here at the Capitol building. What do they have for you to do, Elsie?
They have scavenger hunts and they have pencils.
Cool.
So there's a 1-page and a 2-page. You actually don't have to do it. You can do if you want. You don't have to do it.
Yeah. And Mommy said it looks kind of hard to do, so.
Yeah, so if your kids don't really know about history or anything, then you probably don't want to do it.
Okay, we are still in that same hall as the governor's hallway, and this is what the top of it looks like here in this hall. This Capitol building is so huge. Honestly, the Missouri one is the only one that we have been into, so I'm not too sure how it compares in size to the other Capitol buildings out there, but it's still pretty huge. And if you look at each one of these little circles on the ceiling here, it's like a picture of a person. I'm not too sure who they resemble. I'm assuming they're probably famous Missourians, but each one of these little circles on the ceiling has a person. That's a detail that I had not seen yet in the Capitol building here. This is probably the second or third time we've been in here. This is the first time me noticing that. They also have here on site, they also have a Missouri State Museum, Missouri Veterans Gallery. This big huge bell from the USS Missouri. And the USS Missouri was the warship that helped end World War II. Like the ending ceremonies, by golly, happened on the Missouri, right, Mama?
I didn't hear you, but sure.
The Missouri, the USS Missouri was where they ended World War II at.
Yep.
Yep. And this is the bell from it.
Because President Truman was in office and he's from Missouri.
Wait, he ended.
And this is the, I'm assuming this is the replica of the USS Missouri.
Looks like a really cool ship.
Yeah. There's lots of cannons on there, huh, Baba?
And lots of cannons. Maybe it's the launcher ship.
Okay, this was a uniform that I guess soldiers wore during the Spanish-American War. This Missourian right here, this was his uniform, and he lived in Booneville, Missouri. Looks like. And here is some looks like some Civil War cannonballs and artillery shells from back in the Civil War right here, and that was a bazooka round from back in World War II. And it looks like some Japanese grenades from World War II as well. Man, imagine one of those hitting you out of a gun. Man, you think that'll hurt?
I'll die.
It looks like this is the Secretary of State office here. But right now it looks like it's Denny Hoskins. And this is his what his office looks like, the Secretary of State.
That's a pretty nice office, actually.
Yeah. They got some pretty fancy water fountains here in the Capitol building.
No, we're not drinking, but it probably doesn't.
Okay, folks, this is like a showcase, like shadow box, and tells about like the history of the Capitol building and the Capitol itself of Missouri. Like we said earlier, it got its beginnings in St. Charles, Missouri, in like looks like 1820, and it goes to the move to Jefferson City. Looks like in 1826, and probably down here it talks about the construction of the state capitol. This one is a picture of the second capitol in Jefferson City, Missouri. And just like them building onto it. And it looks like it shows a picture of a fire because of a lightning strike. And that's what a picture of the dome looked like during the fire. So it this little showcase kind of just shows you and tells you the history of the Capitol building and moving to Jefferson City. We found the continuation of the Hall of Governors here, guys, and let's see which ones these cover here. It's really, really fascinating to have all these old portraits of these guys, and let's see if we can find old Lewis and Clark here. I am determined. I imagine looks like back in 1857 there's a Tristan Polk. Well, that's pretty neat, guys. It looks like they actually have an actual like Missouri State Museum here as well in the other side of the first floor of the Capitol building in the Resources Hall. So that's pretty neat, having a little Missouri State Museum. They have a little prehistoric Missouri from way back when. Look at that. Bob, do you think Woolly Mammoth lived in Missouri back then? Looks like they have an old like sewing machine here. I'm assuming that's what that is. An old Anheuser-Busch sign. Some old jugs. Look at that. Yeah, it kind of breaks Missouri into different like locations, and it kind of talks about like that area here along this wall here. Like it talks about the lowlands, the Ozarks, the plains. Bobby, is that the plains? We got this mail coach here in the middle of the resources hall. For all the media geeks out there, kind of like me, here's an old camera here. That's a glass plate camera from the early 1900s, it says. Look at some Kodak film right there. And here's another small camera.
That's a small camera.
Mm-hmm. And we also have some more little exhibits here, guys, where you can like turn on a fan and it kind of blows to this little windmill thing. And it helps generate power.
So this is 6 8.
And we also got like a little sundial here.
6 a.m., 9 a.m.
And how the sun generates power on solar power.
I don't know if it's working very good because it hasn't really changed.
Okay, let's ascend the stairs to the second level.
Look up there, that's pretty.
Here's another view of the rotunda area from this end of the rotunda. The little like glass window there on the dome.
I feel like a princess when I play.
Elsie feels like a princess. Okay, folks, this is the view from the second level of the rotunda. This is the little mezzanine on the second level. You can kind of look up to the third floor up there. And right behind us here on the second level is the governor's office. So right now, Mike Kehoe is the governor of Missouri, and so that would be his office. And a cool thing about the Missouri State Capitol, I don't know if any other capitol does this, but we'll soon find out, I guess, depending on how many we go to. But they have busts of famous Missourians here on the second level. And this is General Omar and Bradley. And here in a few months, Elsie, we're going to be seeing another Omar in Nebraska. If everything goes right, we'll be seeing another Omar, the bridge troll. I'm not saying that this Omar is a bridge troll, but we will be seeing Omar the bridge troll in Nebraska.
So you guys got it.
Stay tuned. This is just another look from the second floor of the Capitol building onto the little halls here.
Well, it kind of tells the history of Missouri too on the lines. It says 1541 discovered by the Spanish.
Oh yeah, along with the pictures of the people up here. It kind of goes through the timeline of Missouri. Like in 1841, it was discovered by the Spanish. I'm assuming by De Soto. It goes to the 1600s, acquired by France, to the 1700s. And it goes to the 1821, where it was actually admitted to the Union. So Missouri has a pretty long history. And along the hallways of the second level, you come across all these little murals that signify probably important events throughout the Missouri history. Like this says it's the Navy guarded the road to France. So, Elsie, the bank vault is open. Oh my goodness! I'll go to another door. It's probably locked. Oh, Chucky darn. Now this is where, closer to where we live out here. The Battle of Wilson's Creek, August of 1861. And this is right near where we live down in southwest Missouri. Okay, we are officially on the 3rd floor, and we got greeted by Meriwether Lewis from the Lewis and Clark Expedition. And this is the 3rd floor viewing from our mezzanine from the in the rotunda area. And this is where you get to see all of the busts of all the famous Missourians. So over here we got R. Marlin Perkins. We got old Sacagawea. Some Ginger Rogers. That's James Smith McDonald. So as you go along here, you guys will see, probably will notice a bunch of famous Missourians along the way here. Like this guy right here, the inventor of the Hubble telescope, Edward Powell Hubble. Some Anna Baxter. We just recently did a video about this gentleman right here, George Washington Carver. If you guys haven't seen that yet, go back and I'll post a link around here somewhere around his face. But yeah, go back and watch that video. Here's another view from the top of the rotunda. It appears that there's a 4th floor here, folks. Maybe, sort of, kind of, we might be able to go up there. I don't know if we can or not. And you guys can kind of start seeing the seal of Missouri right there. And on one side of the rotunda on the 3rd floor, we got the House Chamber for the House of Representatives. And if you look on this side, on the 3rd floor, we got the Senate room for all the senators. Okay, folks, this is what the inside looks like of the House of Representatives. And just a little quick peek. We can't go inside; they got it all locked up. I'm assuming because no one's working today, so there's no need for them to be open. And maybe we can go onto the Senate side and appear onto the Senate side of the Capitol building. And a cool little feature that they have in here is that they, along the walls of the 4th floor, they have all of the senators and the representatives of the state of Missouri throughout the year. So here's the 48th, 47th, and it kind of counts down and up from there. So all these old photos of all these old senators of Missouri. It's pretty neat. Yeah. Okay, here's another perspective from the 4th floor down into the House of Representatives, down into the House Chamber. That's what they call it, the House Gallery. So this is looking down from the back of the gallery into the front, where it's like all the main people sit at down there. Okay, this is the view from the 4th floor of the rotunda, looking down. We really aren't able to look down inside the little circle area though, from the 4th floor. But yeah, we are making our way to the Senate side. Okay, folks, I don't know if we can get a good angle here, but this is the Senate room of the Capitol building. And so it looks a whole lot different than the House side. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but there's all this is the main chamber. Okay, we made it out to the front of the Capitol building here, and we wanted to show off some of these little cool statues. Mommy! What if I look, would you like it if I looked like that?
I mean, at least you have a basket of fruit in case I got hungry.
Oh yeah? Okay folks, we promised you to get the front of the Capitol building. This is what this is. The very front of the Capitol building. It's very impressive, guys. It's a very beautiful building. I'm assuming that might be Thomas Jefferson right there. The guy who this city is named after. And there's a little guy up at the very top up there. Never got to see any workers here to figure out who or what that is. I probably could do an easy Google search to tell you, but I haven't yet. But yeah, this old Capitol building, guys.
Here's the Capitol, or the Missouri State Capitol, over here. There's my family being goobers. There's a pretty fountain over here. There's one and two over there. There's a second one. I don't know if you can see the car's about to pull up. It looks like there's a little Statue of Liberty right here.
It's on the water.
Oh yeah? Are you sure it's on the water? I don't see any water.
Yeah, but this is just a little Statue of Liberty.
There she is. What's it say? With the faith and courage of their forefathers who made possible the freedom of these United States, the Boy Scouts of America dedicated this replica of the Statue of Liberty as a pledge of everlasting fidelity and loyalty.
Who needs to go to New York when you can see the Statue of Liberty right here in Jefferson City?
It's not much smaller, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Okay, this is the Lewis and Clark Bicentennial Monument here that we're about to enter here. I'm not too exactly sure all these statues are of, but oh yeah, this is the Lewis and Clark Monument here, just outside the Capitol building, right by the Missouri River. Okay, we are back here behind the Capitol building again, walking towards our car, and we are hitting up some of the monuments back here. And the part that I love a lot is this little cannon right here. Look at this big, huge cannon. And also, the Capitol building honors about every single war that in theory, all the wars are here, but all these are all the wars throughout the American history. First, we have the Mexican-American War, 1846 to 1848. So let's go over here. The next little monument that they honor is the Civil War, 1861 to 1865. We got the Spanish-American War of 1898. World War I of 1917 to 1918. World War II, 1941 to 1945. The Korean War, 1950 to 1953. The Vietnam War, 1964 to 1975. And then they got the Persian Gulf War here. And you guys can see on the river down there, there's a big, huge boat going down the river. Okay, and just outside of the Capitol building, folks, we got a replica of the Liberty Bell that is in Philadelphia, PA, which we I don't know if we're actually going to Philadelphia in Pennsylvania on our trip here in a few months, but we are driving through Pennsylvania, and we actually have been there before to see it live. I might it's an old video. We might post it. I might post it to the YouTube channel. But this is dedicated to you, a free citizen in a free land. They even kind of replicated the crackdown on the Liberty Bell there. They also have out here the Missouri Law Enforcement Memorial, where in here there is a placard for every policeman or policewoman who has served and passed away in the line of duty. And heck, they got names on here all the way spanning from the 1800s, guys. So they take the time and literally honor all the past police force people that has served and who has passed away in the line of duty.
So this is the Jefferson Landing State Historic Site, Union Hotel, 1855. Elsie said she would rather poke herself in the eye than stay at this hotel.
Yeah.
Given I don't think you can stay here. Here is the hotel.
There's old stairs.
It's closed, we can't go in. But we can peek in windows.
There's a
This looks like, I don't think you can really see anything
This looks
besides
like it's a
dirt.
bathroom back there.
Let's see what this building is. Oh, there's a better view of the hotel. This is the Walkman building. 1839. It looks like there's exhibits here. I'm gonna guess it's closed today though. It's a Saturday, so these buildings seem to probably only be open Monday through Friday. If you want to check them out. This is the Missouri State Penitentiary. You can do a tour of it.
Continue straight, then your destination will be on the right.
You have to reserve it, and it's really not for kids at all, so that's why we did not do it. It's no longer a working penitentiary, and that's why you can do tours. And then there's the Missouri River. I think this is the entrance of it, or like the main entrance. Oh, and across the street is the Visitors Bureau if you want to check that out. Not nice house. So this is the Missouri State Penitentiary. They are doing a lot of construction on it. As you can see, there's let's go down this road, and then we will go to a game store. This might be a better view. Guard tower. And there she is.
And with that, folks, we are done here at the Capitol building here in Jefferson City, Missouri. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour of the Capitol building, and we look forward to making this a series, guys. If we ever on our travels travel through a capital city and we come near a Capitol building, we will try to we will try to make our way out and try to tour that Capitol building. That seems like a pretty fun idea for a series here on the YouTube channel. So if you guys would like to see more Capitol buildings, let us know in the comments section, folks. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Status complete, so I wonder if you can see it when we're on the other side of that window. They're working on it.
Mama, is this new gold?